Hey, thanks for watching. We've got another Detroit original with us today. Jackie Kallen is here. How do we say it? The mother of all boxing.
First lady of boxing.
Lady of boxing. I prefer first lady. That's it. Much better. Okay.
But a mother sounds good too, because I am very motherly by nature, so that's good.
And before we get into our questions, you had one of the most spectacularly interesting pasts. The things you've done, the people you have met over the years.
Such a great journey, and it's still ongoing. But I've had the pleasure of meeting most of the icons of the last century. You know, Elvis, Sinatra, Streisand,
the Stones,
the Rolling Stones.
You took
the
Mick
Beatles.
Jagger shopping, right?
I did take Mick shopping. Yep, I had the Stones for dinner at my house.
Did you really?
And that was very cool because it was 1964. It was their first American tour, and they'd never really gotten to know any American teenagers their own age. So I invited them for dinner, and they wanted to try driving on the other side of the road because they drive on the other side of the road. So I convinced my mother to let them drive her car, and she was a little concerned about
How'd that end?
It was great. They had a blast. We went to Northland when it was still open.
Right.
Took them to Hudson shopping, and it was a great memory. He still remembers it, and I still remember it. So when I run into him, we laugh about that because it's been over 50 years.
Mm-hmm. And did all of that happen, meeting all those people through boxing?
No,
it was completely
way
separate.
Before boxing. I was a journalist first. Mm-hmm. And so I was writing for a daily paper, and starting when I was about 18, I started writing as a journalist. And I interviewed celebrities, and I didn't segue into sports till the 70s. So, and I was one of the first females doing sports, going in locker rooms.
For sure.
And dealing with all these athletes. That was great. A lot of fun.
Are you being facetious with that, or was that a lot of fun?
Okay,
I couldn't quite tell.
No, well,
good.
I said it sarcastically because if they had the Me Too movement back then, I mean, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And I just rolled with the punches all the time and had a lot of fun with it.
Different time.
Yeah, different time.
We call this Detroit Originals. You are a Detroit original, born in Detroit here, so we have a few questions so we can get to know you better.
Let's go.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right, who would you like to be stuck on an elevator with?
If I were stuck, oh, that's a good question.
You seem like you've already been stuck on the elevator with pretty much everybody.
I would say Elvis again, because I really had wanted to speak more to him and get to know him a little bit better. Mm-hmm. And I know his wife, his ex-wife Priscilla.
Right.
And I would have loved to have talked more to him about their relationship, about his life and how hard it was for him. He was so successful, he couldn't go anywhere, do anything. Yeah. So I would have liked more time with him.
If we pulled out your playlist right now on your phone or your iPod or whatever you still use, what would we find, what kind of classic hit would we find on there?
Oh, all the oldies. I mean, I'm still into the doo-wop and the 60s music, but I also like 80s rock, the hair bands.
Then you love what we're playing, right? You're in the right place.
I love all, I do. That's what I listen to, because you play all the good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, my playlist is eclectic, but it's a lot of 60s and a lot of 80s. Not too much after that.
All right, I get it. All right, so you've had such an amazing life, and as it's going on, and you're still doing great things. But who's the greatest inspiration of your life to this point?
I guess I would say my mother, because she was a writer also and had published books, and she ran theater groups. She was, you know, a very theatrical mother. She sang, she played instruments, she was an actress. She did a lot of summer theater and things.
And that was a time when women weren't doing that kind of thing.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. And then she worked for an ad agency. She was very ahead of her time. And then after a divorce, she married a much younger man, which was not even heard of then.
Right.
So she was cool.
Very cool. Very neat.
When you're in Detroit, where do you like to eat? What's your favorite place?
Well, I'm going to say Roman Village because they're one of our sponsors.
Oh, yeah. Correct answer.
Of course. But also, you know, I go to Stage Deli, Beans and Cornbread, Mario's downtown, lots of fun places.
And so many more to choose from downtown now than there ever has been, really.
Detroit is bustling again, and I love it.
It is so fun to see. We talked about a little bit of so much of what you've done. Do you have a biggest professional accomplishment?
Yet?
Yeah, right, well.
I love the way you said yet, because I'm still doing so much.
Right.
I still manage fighters, and I promote, and I do motivational speaking, and I have a podcast once a week. So I'm doing a lot of things. I would say there's two highlights in my life. The first one was when Tommy Hearns beat Pipino Cuevas for his title in 1980. That was just the most exciting moment, because working with him, and we've worked together 40 years now, but then we'd only been working together for a couple years. And to see this young boy come from Detroit, skinny little shy boy, and now be a world champion was very exciting.
Yeah.
The second one was James Toney, another fighter that I managed, when he knocked out Michael Nunn, and the odds were 20-1 against us.
Wow.
That was a huge accomplishment.
That's great.
Fiction or nonfiction?
Both. I read
prolifically.
Oh my gosh, I read everything I can get my hands on. A lot of biographies.
Yeah.
And a lot of nonfiction, but I like novels too.
It's fun to get away sometimes with a novel,
is,
right?
When I have time to read, but I'm so busy I don't always have time.
Yeah, I agree. Or I'll read at night and you read like 5 pages.
Yeah,
that's
it.
exactly what I read at night.
To...
And I read 2 pages and then I wake up and the book's on the floor.
Yeah.
It's okay.
If your current profession hadn't worked out, and you've done many different things, as we've said here, what do you think you would have done?
I think I would have liked to have been a doctor. I'm very interested in medicine. And I think I would have liked to go into psychiatry and really deal with people who have psychological, mental illness, things like that. I think I could have been good at that.
Yeah.
What's your favorite vacation spot?
The south of France.
Oh,
Nice,
nice.
Saint-Tropez.
Yes.
Love it. Monaco.
Yeah.
Monte Carlo.
I actually was lucky enough to go there last summer on
Isn't
a
it the best
European
place
cruise.
in the world?
Just beautiful.
I can't think of a better place.
Yeah.
Get to go every week?
I wish I could go every year.
Yeah, exactly.
I love it. Yeah, it's
no
great.
Kidding. Jackie, thank you so much. What
My
a pleasure.
This was fun.
Getting to know you in our
Good
Detroit
questions.
Original segment. Yeah, well, hey, we take that as a huge compliment with your
You
background,
guys
right?
are great.
Well, thank
Good
you.
together.
Thank you so much. Jackie Kallen, the First Lady of Boxing.
Thank you.